Okay, Steve, thank you very much for the pack of stuff. I got it. I mean, shit everywhere I go tonight. I forgot my wedding anniversary. Alright, so just to give you some feedback on, I'm going to record as I go along on how usable this is. So I've got the Onglette template in there, and I've ground down the flat on the top. Okay, then I've used that the sharp facet to do the V until it's touching. So let's see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, until it's touching. I might need to do that one a little bit more, I think. Anyway, and then I've done the flat facet here, this one and this one, which gives you that over there, and already it's starting to take shape and look like the Onglette. So my assumption is that once I reach the right length and width, we'll roll over that curve to do it. So just in case there's anybody else wanting to watch it, so what I'm doing is I'm coming down to the flat there, and I have that there, which is putting these two facets on over there and there, and then when you're done, just going to essentially just roll it to bring in the round to give you the curvature of the Onglette. It's working well so far. I'll let you know when I get to the next step. Cheers, Chris out. Okay, so basically we've come up to the end of the first template. Oops, come on, get some focus. Alright, so by rocking it on that angle, it's given a beautiful curve. I can get some focus on that. Alright, so we have a beautiful curve travelling back and forward. Same on that side. And the top one, so I'm about to jump over to the next template, which is going to put the face and the heel on. So far it's been pretty easy to use. I haven't had any complaints or anything I can say I thought was awkward. I was thinking that the rocking thing was going to give a lot more uneven surface than it did, and in fact it actually gave a pretty good even curvature. Maybe need a bit more on that side, looks like. Okay, after I swap templates I'll grab a bit more. Okay, cheers, Chris out. Okay, so I gave it some 1200, some 2000, and then your idea of the block. So the graver geometry itself, come on, let's get some focus, is pretty good. Alright, mine doesn't look exactly the same as yours, but I've opted for a smaller face. The side ground down beautifully, and your face has got the correct curvature as far as I can tell. And let's see if I can grab a bit of video of the polish on it. Sorry, the macro on this camera is not going to be good enough to catch that, but that is a perfect mirror surface polish. So the tool steel block worked admirably. It even worked, I don't know if the video is going to pick up on it or not. Hang on a sec. I even managed to put a bit of a heel on it straight from there with a couple of swipes. Trying to see if I can get in a bit of a closer zoom for you. You can see a reflection of the room over there. Anyway, so that worked beautifully. Now I'm going to go try and cut up some stuff with it and see how that holds up in terms of cutting. But that's already a lot better than my attempt that I had. Yeah, so it's repeatable, works well, works for me. Steve, thank you very much for sending that all out. You really stand by your products, not something you see often anymore. Thanks for that, mate. Cheers, Chris out. Okay, so talk is cheap, money buys the whiskey. So there's the Onglette. I've tried a couple of cuts there to make sure I'm not going to make an arse out of myself on camera. The geometry holds up really well. I'll just find the bloody foot pedal. Okay. So that's gliding beautifully, even on heavy pushes. There I'm pulling up a real tough bob. I'm going in really deep. No problem. So let's maybe raise a bead. Let's have a look.
You know you won't beat him. He has no idea what he's up against.
Yeah, but...
No problem. Working beautifully. Goes around corners alright. Perfection. Not a problem, Steve. That's worked out really well. Thank you very much again for that template. That solves a lot of problems for me. We couldn't get an image of that polish before. If you have a look in the reflection of the face there, you can see the polish I managed to achieve on that tool steel. You can actually see in the burr there. Okay, so that polishing worked out great. The radius has worked out great. Thank you very much, Steve. Cheers, matey.